Richie Slade, and the Beef, Flex McKellian, all GMO Beef Candy!
Well, fitting that you see Beef Candy out here because there's going to be a whole lot of beef on their team when you check out their partners in this big 8-man tag team main event featuring some of the top teams in the United Wrestling Network.
And introducing their tag team partners at a combined weight of 515 pounds, Shea Cabrera and Bad Dude Tito, the Wolf Zaddies!
The Wolf Zaddies back in action here, Championship Wrestling, and boy, you talk about imposing silhouettes, you're talking about the Wolf Zaddies, TK.
Yeah, one of the most physically dominating teams in the history of the United Wrestling Network, have scored some huge wins. Remember at the times of Primetime Live, went to war with the likes of the Tribe. And man, what a time it's been for Bad Dude Tito, former Heritage Champion, and has won a Red Carpet Rumble in the past as well. But the story was that the Red Carpet Rumble won a star-studded fatal four-way matchup, which in essence makes him #1 contender, guarantees him a shot at the world title down the line. But might be hedging his bets here because could be a front runner for the tag team titles as well.
And introducing their opponents, first from Shady Pines, at a combined weight of 401 pounds, Brendan Devine and Honest John, the Institution!
The Institution has a lot of momentum going their way too, James Kincaid, when you think their mentor, their leader, Jack Banning, claiming the United World Television title. They've seemingly added Savannah Stone to their ranks.
Yeah, continuing to look to completely redefine the landscape here at Championship Wrestling, and I feel for their partners Midnight Heat, honestly.
And introducing their tag team partners at a combined weight of 425 pounds, they are the United World Tag Team Champions, Rocket Ricky Gibson and Precious Eddie Pearl, the Midnight Heat!
Midnight Heat made history in Mesa, Arizona as part of the Red Carpet Rumble, dethroning at the time the only 3-time United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Champions. But by winning the titles, they have tied that mark, 3-time champions in their own right.
Yeah, history made, but as I said before, if I'm Midnight Heat, I am not eager to face the opponents. I'm not eager to tag with the Institution as well. Rare that I feel for the Midnight Heat, but in this case I do.
Well, you know, I don't think the Wolf Zaddies and Beef Candy are going to be the best of friends as well. There's a lot of combustible elements in this thing, and everybody wants to end up standing tall and inching closer to a tag team title matchup with those two, the Midnight Heat.
Yeah, and maybe it's just a very personal seat for the Midnight Heat to reassess what the tag team ranks are looking like. See how they want to play it. Honest John getting into it with Eddie Pearl. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Unsettling.
Yeah, oil and water for sure.
Well, and to wit, your point,
yeah.
Flex inserting himself. Cabrera wanted to start things off, so it's Honest John and Flex.
Honest John, great athlete, in control early. Nobody home there. Flex out of there. Beef Candy, former champions as well. So much power in the flame of Flex McCallion.
A lot of power on that team as a whole. Flex showing off his skills right now at the expense of Honest John. It's an interesting choice for him to start the matchup, and I say choice, he just asserted himself. And there's the tag. I don't think Flex was looking to tag Richie Slade, and now in comes Shea Cabrera.
Choice, are you making beef puns now? U.S. AA grade, daddy. Tag is made. Rockin' Ricky runs right into a big clothesline, courtesy of Shea Cabrera.
Ricky Gibson in a bad way. The hands of Shea. Ricky trying to beg off here. Oh, just stomping on the feet. That'll get it done.
And
Wild swing and a miss, and oh, what? Nicely done by Ricky. He is a tag team specialist for sure.
Continuity there, and Divine checking in here, but dividing and conquering right now is Shea Cabrera, who is just a wrecking machine. But now here you see the double team tactics, a fixture of the champs. And you know, despite what we said, these two teams working very well together right now. Can they get the big guy up and over though?
I would be shocked if that pays off.
Two for the price of one there for Shea Cabrera. And something's got to give here. These 8 men squaring off. And letting the fist fly.
It is the Pier 6 Brawl Bedlam here at the Irvine Improv.
Total chaos. The Zaddies, Beef Candy standing tall. We'll return right after this.
What in the world?
I can't let you drive without calling CarShield, Steve.
You drive great. So what if your warranty's expired?
I don't want you paying for expensive repairs, Steve.
That's so nice. Now can you open the door, please?
I'm afraid I can't do that until you call CarShield.
Can I call them later?
Their administrators pay for expensive repairs on engines, transmissions, ACs, and up to 6,000 other parts.
I'm listening.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. All you have to do is call before you break down.
CarShield sounds pretty good.
Think of all the road trips we could have with their nationwide coverage, Steve.
I love road trips.
And with the money you save, you could get those salsa lessons you always wanted.
Put me through to CarShield.
Dialing.
I see why they call you a smart car.
Don't get stuck paying for sky-high car repairs. Call CarShield before your next breakdown. Call 800-409-2695. 800-409-2695.
Welcome back, everyone, to our unpredictable wild 8-man tag team main event. As the battle lines have been drawn in the sand in this one, and boy, I'll tell you, Cabrera has been impressive.
Yes, he has. Isolating Honest John. Now there's a 5-star tag to the back from Richie Slade, who now enters the matchup. Going to keep Honest John from making the tag, and I hesitate to say this, but I think you're right that the continuity side of things has been with Midnight Heat and the Institution. I didn't think that the Institution could play well with anybody but their own ranks.
Yeah, you know what you would think, but the eye candy in there, Richie Slade, as he now has to kick out of the cover of Honest John. Former Heritage champion, former tag team champion. He doesn't like to give up the spotlight to anybody.
No, he doesn't, but he made a big-time mistake just swinging wildly into the corner of Midnight Heat and the Institution, and now they're making him pay for it. They trapped him in there. Slade has got to find a way to make an escape. Scoop slam from Honest John with authority into the cover. Able to get out the back door is Slade.
Tag is made, opportunistic tag there for Rock and Ricky Gibson in there with a longtime rival and Richie Slade. Beautiful back elbow into the cover.
This is what Midnight Heat really do so well. Isolate and destroy. Now you're seeing the frequent tags between Gibson and Pearl, turning this into their style of matchup.
And again, despite the fact they were 2-time champs going into that match with the Reno Scum, I think, you know, the money was squarely on the side of the Reno Scum in that one, and I think turning a lot of heads with that historic victory in Midnight Heat.
You know, there's a little bit of robbery, too, as you might expect from the Midnight Heat. They're just continuing to isolate and punish Richie Slade.
Divine, longtime tag team wrestler as well before joining the likes of the Institution. So he's perfectly comfortable in this type of environment. I'll tell you who's not comfortable is Richie Slade. What a shot, a decleater there.
Richie Slade probably regretting tagging himself in. Not able to. Oh, he nearly fell into his home corner, but so close yet so far away is Slade.
Yeah, and if I'm Divine, I'm doing everything I can to keep Bad Dude Tito or Shea Cabrera,
Yes.
or Flex McCallion for that matter, out of the ring.
Pearl trying to continue to just decimate Richie Slade. Into the cover. 2 count. Slade still showing a lot of moxie to kick out.
Sure did. And again, see more teamwork here. Tag was made.
Fine, a little hesitation to enter there, so not all is well on their side
Yeah,
of the table.
It's not exactly a well-oiled machine, James Kincaid, but they have been effective. Wearing the magnetic boots there is Richie Slade, hanging on for dear life. And can he get there? Can he get there?
Fingertips
Oh,
away.
so
There's
close.
another tag. Honest John coming in. Looking for the double team. We're Divine and John, but Slade able to get out of it. Now he has to make a tag. In comes Gibson.
Blanketing him there is Rockin' Ricky T. Over the top goes Richie Slade going tweeners. Oh my gosh. And then you got to contend with Precious Eddie.
Bill Buckner wishes he had Eddie Pearl on his side, but there's the tag.
Here comes one bad dude, and this guy has been on fire. Defeated Willie Mack, Sean Dean, Joey Janela. He's been on fire in Japan. He's been part of TMDK, and right here, part of the Wolf Zaddies, of course.
Number one contender is just unleashing an onslaught, but the tag team champions now looking to reassert themselves, but Tito just unstoppable right now. Tito gonna take out both members of the tag team champions single-handedly.
It's been a blockbuster start to the year for Tito. Double blockbuster there into the cover on Honest, and Eddie P makes the split-second save. I mean, think of what Tito's got going there. He's number one contender to the world title, right? He's a member here of the Wolf Zaddies. He and Shane Hayes also had a victory here as TMDK that really lined him up for a world tag team title shot.
He could be looking at gold in every direction.
Not kidding.
Now, Honest John, I mean, admire the heart, I suppose, but not smart if you're Honest John.
Tito just might make an honest man out of Honest John. Look out here. Paint it black. Paint it black. Total decimation here by Tito, who's looking for the cover. And that's going to do it.
Here are your winners, Beef Candy and the Wolf Zaddies.
Wild main event here featuring some of the top teams of the United Wrestling Network, but dominant stuff, and that should come as no surprise by bad dude Tito. Look, maybe tried to steal the spotlight here a little bit, Beef Candy.
I mean, technically it was a team effort,
Yes.
but really Tito batting cleanup and just sent them all home.
Indeed, I think Tito did the lion's share there, at least at the end.
Big swings from bad dude Tito, Wolf Zaddies, and Beef Candy. Oh, this thing, okay, as you said, no love lost between these two teams.
Yeah, it doesn't take much of a catalyst to get
that
these
bell
guys
is
riled
wrong.
up.
That match is ancient history. Continuing to jaw with one another.
All right, well, these two teams are probably going to agree to disagree. We'll see if cooler heads will prevail, but they're all victorious, at least one way or another, and we will catch you next time on Championship Wrestling. We're still arguing.